Number 44. These are actual formulas for things that we use in real life. And they're wanting you to solve for the variable that they've specified, okay? So force is F equals ma. I believe that's mass times acceleration. I don't know for sure, but that seems like the right thing. So we're gonna solve for m. So in order to do that, I'm gonna write it a little bit bigger. Okay, m is being multiplied by a. So how do I undo multiplication? I divide. So I'm dividing both sides by a. So m is f over a. Okay, perimeter of a triangle is just the three sides added up. And we want to solve for b. So I'm just going to, nothing's being multiplied. So I need to subtract. So I'm going to subtract a from both sides, okay? I'm also going to subtract c from both sides. So, sorry I'm doing two different, two steps in this one. But that makes this go away and this go away, and I'm left with b equals the perimeter minus one side minus another side. Okay, simple interest. We've got P, interest equals PRT, which is principal rate times time. And principal and the rate and the time are all being multiplied by each other. So all I need to do is just divide to get them out. So I'm getting R by itself. So I'm going to divide by PT. And that makes my P's cancel and my T's cancel. And that gives me R equals I over PT. Okay, finally, period of a wave, T equals 1 over F. We want to get F by itself. So I think I'm going to start by, it's almost by itself, right? If I multiply both sides by F, this F cancels out, and I get F times T equals 1. And now, if I divide by T, I get F equals 1 over T. I know those are tricky because we're not dealing with any numbers, but just you're doing exactly the same thing you would be doing if you did have numbers here. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, finally, our last problem. We've got the total cost, C, in dollars, not in pesos or euros or anything. Okay, of playing an online game is given by the literal equation C equals 30x plus 50. So we don't have to come up with the equation, they gave it to us. Where x is the number of months you play the game. Solve the equation for x. So here we have C equals 30x plus 50. We're going to peel off those extra terms first, right? So I've got I subtract 50 from both sides. So I've got 30x equals C minus 50. And then I divide both sides by 30. So x equals C minus 50 over 30. So who cares? Like, why are we even doing that? And that is because if we are given, let's see, solve the equation for x. X is the number of months you play the game. Okay, so if we're given the cost, we can just drop it into this equation and we'll get x. We don't have to drop it into here and then solve for x. We can drop it into here and just run it through. Okay, so how many months do you play the game when you spend $170? Well, I'm going to use this equation I just came up with. And it's 170 minus 50 over 30. Well, 170 minus 50 is 120. Divided by 30 is 4 months. So that's how much it costs for me to play this game for 4 months. Well, what if the cost is 260? How many months did I play if it's 260? Maybe I got $260 for my birthday and I'm like, hey, how many months can I play this game? So this is 210 divided by 30. This gives me 7 months. Okay? Now if you didn't come up with this and you were given this problem, you would just put 170 in for C, and then you would crank it out and you would solve for X. So it's not like you have to do this. We're just doing this as an exercise in how to get X by itself. But you don't necessarily have to do that to get your answer. Okay? So if you've got any questions, please let me know. I want to help you. Thanks.